I read them. Every single comment you put down there, I absolutely love them. And yes, I am so sorry that Sherman is a mess. Let's get this taken care of today. How about I teach all of you a great way to clean your iron, COVID-19 style. Let's get started. That's right. And before we jump into today's video, everybody, my name is Rob Appell from Michael Miller Fabrics. Welcome to Making It Fun. And we do need to take a moment of silence and say goodbye to our dearly beloved Panasonic 360. I absolutely love this iron, but something is malfunctioning and my nose tells me that this iron should not be plugged in any longer. The lights are flashing as well, which was the first indicator, but it smells like melting plastic. So, hey, 4 years, this thing has been used and abused. I absolutely love it. Maybe I can send it in for repair. If not, I will most likely purchase another one in the future. But right now, we are still being safe at home. I'm in California. The shelter-in-place order is still in place, and so I am going to do this with what I can do this with, and I jumped on the internet and found a bunch of great ways to address the fact that we need to clean up Sherman. Sherman is my Black & Decker iron. This iron has been with me for an awful lot of years. I absolutely love it. It does not feature auto shut on or off, so let me turn this thing on. I've got a little switch I've got hidden under my table, excuse me. We're gonna need it hot for the first test. And this is video, I'm just literally running the cameras right now in my studio. I have always used this wonderful product from Prim Dritz. It's called Iron Off. It's a hot iron cleaner. I love it because it smells like surf wax, but generally speaking, I get schmutz on the bottom of my iron while I'm using it because I use so much fusible web. My concern today is that Sherman has been with me for a lot of years, and this mess on the bottom has been with Sherman for a lot of years. This is baked on sticky terrible. So we're just gonna work our way up the formula from what I know has worked in the past on these wonderful irons, which is the hot iron off. I've also read that you can use baking soda or toothpaste and or vinegar. I don't have vinegar right now. I cleaned up a bunch of stuff last week, used up all my vinegar. And so, like I said, COVID-19 style, we are here with baking soda. But my guess is probably this with water is kind of similar to this. I don't know, but if this doesn't work, we'll upgrade to the old baking soda. I've also been told aluminum or tin foil can work. I have no idea how that's gonna work, but if we have to, we'll give it a whirl. Dryer sheets would be awesome. I have used those. They work beautifully. I don't have them. Most people in my neighborhood that I was able to communicate with from 6 foot away as I walked up and down the street yelling, hey, does anyone have a dryer sheet I can use? Everyone just yelled out their windows, Rob, go away, go make another tutorial. No, we don't use dryer sheets anymore. I've used these baby wipes in the past. Those have worked pretty terrific. This package of baby wipes has been sitting in my truck forever. They are dried out, so they'll probably be like paper towels, maybe a dryer sheet, but I don't know. So like I said, we're gonna have some fun. Quick little video today. If nothing else works, we will take out the bench grinder, plug your ears. Oh yeah. This thing is powered up and ready to rock and roll. I can take just about anything down to nothing with this tool. And we might have to take this to Sherman as well to get him cleaned, get him polished, and get him ready for work here on the set because I, like I said, love those comments and I don't want any of my viewers out there bothered by the filthy, dirty, my good buddy Sherman. At any rate, okay, so I also have him up on a block of wonderful mahogany or something. I don't even know what kind of wood it is. Beautiful, but that's because I don't want to heat him up on my cutting mat because he's getting really, really, really hot. And that's the key to this hot iron cleaner. Like I was starting to say in the past, I have made a mess while using the iron. So the iron's already hot and it's a great way. You'll just generally grab this hot iron cleaner and get a paper towel or 2 layers because the heat from the iron could transfer right onto your fingers. And then I'm just going to use a little bit of this on the paper towel here, like that. And I'm just going to kind of start to apply it. You can maybe see there's a little bit of smoke coming off, a little bit of steam happening there. Probably should do this in a well-ventilated area if you... I'm just kidding. But yes, no, I'm not kidding. You should probably do it in a well-ventilated area. But like I said, it smells like surf wax. It doesn't smell bad. Okay, so that's doing a pretty nice job of taking the dirty part that was just kind of dirty and taking it, oh yeah, nice and silver again. But this baked on glue isn't going anywhere yet. Well, a little wear. So let's try a couple more approaches of that. I certainly don't want to have to deploy the big angle grinder for this job yet. Well, a little elbow grease and a couple more squirts of the hot iron cleaner. And we're actually getting somewhere, not too shabby. And therefore, I probably would just continue on with this method because I know it and I trust it. I would like to see what the aluminum, the tinfoil is gonna do to the rest of this. There's just a chunk on there that I gotta kind of deal with. So let's see what this does. Like I said, I've never tried this before. I can only assume it's gonna get hot as can be in my fingers, so I probably am not sure. If you know this trick, let me know. I don't know. Hit me in the comments below. Guessing still, folding it into several little layers just to protect my hands for a little bit. Let's approach that really baked on spot. Whoa, oh, oh, ow, it's getting hot though. Oh boy. It like took the big bubbly chunk right off. Well, not right off, but it folded in half. So there must be something to do with the metal on metal. But man, smokes. Maybe I should put on an oven mitt or something. Oh, that works pretty good though. No discoloring on the foil yet, but man, hot tamales. Whew, ha, scissors. How hot! Oh, but I am still holding it. I guess it's not that hot, really. This seems to actually be working terrifically. Slowly, but Shermanly, of course. What if we double dip? Hit a little foil, go back to the iron cleaner, the hot iron cleaner. Now that we've taken kind of that first layer off, oh wow, now it's black. I wonder if that's the residual from the aluminum foil because the aluminum foil is still just shiny as can be. So interesting, wow. You learn something new every day here at Making It Fun. Impressed, a little warm, but impressed with how good the tin foil took off the big chunks. Let's try this. Like I said, while I've got it at home, another recipe on the internet, wives' tale, rumor, something like that, whatever we shall call it, is a little bit of baking soda. And actually, it's twice as much baking soda as it is water. You're gonna make yourself a paste. Now, I've been trying to, okay, good. I've been trying to cool down Sherman a little bit. He's still a little warmed up. He'll stay that way for a while. It's one of the things. And they said you want to kind of use this paste. And now what I really don't want to do is have to work too hard to get it back out of these holes. So I'm going to kind of scrub a little bit. They say you can kind of wipe it on, wipe it off. This is supposed to be really terrific for using with like a Q-tip inside the little holes maybe. Doesn't seem to be working at all over here for me at the moment, but let's give it a few more seconds before we give up. Certainly isn't just wiping right off like promised in the advertisement, that's for sure. Yeah, and it's definitely gone in and clogged up the holes and made a big old mess in here. I don't think I'm liking this technique at all with the paste. I certainly like my hot iron cleaner better, but while we're here, let's try a little bit more of the foil as things have cooled off a little bit. Boy, it was rough on the fingers earlier. Let's see if it changes as it's cool. Certainly easier to work with. Probably got to scrub off the base layer of the baking soda first. And I'm starting to really wish I had some dryer sheets to try, because if the dryer sheets were here, we would use those. But you know what's going to happen. We're going to get industrial. I have gotten out of the habit of putting water in any of my irons like this because they just get angry and spit and hiss and make a big old mess. But now I've got a problem or a cleaning situation where I've got to go through here with like a stiletto, a Q-tip or something. And I don't know if it's because the iron was too warm or not, but definitely that baking soda baked right into the holes in the sole plate of my beautiful, but slightly well-loved steam iron named Sherman. Yeah, certainly not my favorite of the cleaning supplies or solutions that I've read about on the internet so far. So the baking soda, I'm giving the thumbs down because I've got a huge mess on my hands now. That didn't work. Like I said, I wish I had some dryer sheets to give a try because I have used them in the past. I would have liked to see how Sherman could have dealt with them because he was a big old mess. Hot iron cleaner, still one of my very favorites. Impressed with the tin foil, but should have wore gloves. Boy, that got a little warm on the fingers. But ladies and gentlemen, I'm afraid that guy right there, Sherman, is still a big old mess, and it is time to get industrial. So let's see how the bench grinder does here. Hopefully it won't cause too much damage. I've got my safety glasses on just to make sure that I am being careful here. Let's give this a whirl. Oh, Mike! Mike! Oh, no, Mike, no! That's one way to get your iron clean. Okay, any of you who work for the quilt police, I need you to understand what happened there. Yes, when you weren't looking, I went and taped a flattened Simpson strong tie to the sole plate of my iron because never ever should you take a bench grinder to a beautiful iron. I would have destroyed it. So that was all for fun. That was all for you. Please note, do not take a bench grinder to your iron or you will be buying yourself a new iron. Don't write me about it. Thanks again, everybody. Hope you had a good laugh.